Pakistan. Once again, the same question for you, sir. What was the thinking behind Mohammad Aamir's inclusion as the first player in your side, apart from the one that's already been drafted? Up the Durban Qalandars, coached by Aqib Javed and Mansoor Rana. So you can see their outfit color has already been given away. That'll be green. But they will be making you green with envy because they have a star cast that currently looks like this. Asif Ali, a middle order power hitter who can apply finishing touches to a total with effortless ease. Sisanda Magala, a right arm swing machine, Sisanda Magala, who was recently part of the IPL winning side Chennai. George Linder, a very handy all-rounder who bats left-handed in the middle order and can bowl some very handy left-arm orthodox spin as well. And then there's Hazratullah Zazai. You'd remember him as a top scorer of Abu Dhabi T10 not too long ago. A tall, hulking presence at the crease, the power-hitting opener from Afghanistan. Moving on from the Durban Qalandars to the Harare Hurricanes, the double H's. Moving on to the third pick, and that is with the Durban Qalandars. And your 2 minutes start now. They're taking their time, are the Durban Qalandars, or maybe they know exactly what they want. They just want some suspense and some drama to go along with it. That'll do nicely. They are the PSL champions, of course, not too far away from where we are right now. It's a historic first for the Zim Afro T10. Eventually, they've made a pick. 1 minute 19 seconds still left on the clock, but Mohammad Aamer has been drafted by the Durban Qalandars. Congratulations to the fast bowler from Pakistan and to Durban Qalandars for signing the paceman. So that was the third pick of this first round, coached by JP Duminy. Owen Morgan, the former England skipper who became the first England captain to lift a global 50-over trophy. Evan Lewis, a six-hitting machine with truckloads of experience playing franchise cricket across the world. Shahnawaz Dahani, the tall fast bowler from Larkana in Pakistan, who's made heads turn for the last few years with some match-winning spells. And then there's Robin Uthappa, familiar to those watching this in India, of course, a certified IPL winner and a consistent performer for his various franchises that he has been a part of. On to the last team, that is Joburg Buffaloes, coached by Herschel Gibbs. Yusuf Pathan, again a familiar face for the Indian audience, in particular another IPL winner with the ability to clear boundaries with ease. The big-hitting, off-break bowling Yusuf Pathan joins the Joburg Buffaloes. So is Mushfiqur Rahim. As you can see, the last name on that list, the former Bangladeshi skipper who can be a handy wicketkeeper batter with truckloads of experience at the international level. Then there's by Dougie Brown, Sikandar Raza. As you can see on your screens, the 37-year-old is the only Zimbabwe player who's been pre-drafted. Experience of playing for more than 20 teams in franchise cricket across the globe, and also captained the Braves before in the Abu Dhabi T10. Ashton Turner, a Western Australian, a powerful middle-order batter. There's also Timal Mills, the left-arm quick from England. And then there's Ben McDermott, who's a powerful batter and someone who can also keep wickets. A very handy operator to have in your side. That's the Bulawayo Braves, coached by Dougie Brown. Next up, the Cape Town Samp Army, coached by Lance Klusner. Who are the players signed before the draft? Here you go. Bhanuka Rajapaksha. The second name on that screen, as you can see, a strong hitter and someone who packs a punch as a middle-order batter from Sri Lanka. Then there's Kareem Jannat, someone who already has experience of playing for the Morrisville Samp Army. Rahmanullah Gurbaz, his Afghanistan compatriot, an extraordinary wicketkeeper batter from Afghanistan with plenty of experience playing franchise cricket across the world at just 21 years of age. Would you believe it? And then there's Mahesh Theekshana, a wily spinner who has an array of deliveries that can shock and surprise. Also a recent winner of the IPL with Chennai. Next off the order. And then there's the youngster in Noor Ahmed, just 18 years of age, a left-arm wrist spinner from Afghanistan who's already garnered loads of experience of franchise cricket across the world. And that completes our lineup as far as the pre-draft signings are concerned. Now, just a quick reminder to everybody, before we dive into the exciting world of cricket, I would like to mention we've received an overwhelming response from cricket players around the world. Over 700 players from 26 nations have eagerly put their names for this draft. It's an incredible turnout, really, and we can't wait to see the talent on display. Now, while T10 Global Sports is known for hosting thrilling tournaments, they have a larger mission in mind. They aim to uplift and identify talent from the magnificent country of Zimbabwe. I'm delighted to announce that Lahore Qalandars, the champion team of the Pakistan Super League, have joined hands with T10 Global Sports and Zimbabwe Cricket to leading centuries for a living now for Zimbabwe in particular. Sean Williams, the all-rounder, has been signed as the first pick in the ahead of the inaugural season of the Zim Afro T10. Congratulations to Sean, and congratulations to the Cape Town Sump Army. The second pick is with Bulawayo Braves, and your 2 minutes start now. The choice has been made by the Bulawayo Braves. Their first pick in this historic draft ahead of the inaugural season of the Zim Afro T10 is Taskeen Ahmed, the fast bowler from Bangladesh, will be now playing and plying his trade for the Bulawayo Braves. Congratulations to the Braves and to Taskeen Ahmed. Right, round of Category A players. Moving on to the fourth pick, which is with the Harare Hurricanes. And your time starts now. Mohammad Nabi is the name I see. Harare Hurricanes have gone for the Colonel, as he's called, the Colonel from Afghanistan. Mohammad Nabi, the all-rounder, with a load of experience playing international cricket across the world and in franchise cricket across the world as well. Mohammad Nabi will now be plying his trade for Harare Hurricanes. Congratulations to Nabi and to the double-eight side in the Zim Afro T10. Moving on to the fifth pick, and that's with the Joburg Buffaloes. And eventually I will get to ask some questions to the owners, so please keep your answers ready for why you've made your picks. But quickly to the Joburg Buffaloes, your time starts now. Taking his time is Herschel Gibbs. I can see him on the screen. Give us a wave, Herschel, if you can hear us. Sean Williams, Taskeen Ahmed, Mohammad Amir, Mohammad Nabi have all gone away in this Category A in round number 1. Who's Herschel Gibbs thinking of? Guess what? He's thinking of the all-rounder from the Caribbean. It's Odin Smith, who can bowl some handy pace and, of course, can hit a ball out of the park with effortless ease. Odin Smith, congratulations. You're heading to the Joburg Buffaloes ahead of the first season of the Zim Afro T10. Congratulations once again to all the drafted players and to all the 5 teams. Now, just before I quickly move on to round number 2, I'd like to get the thoughts of the Cape Town Sump Army and why they went in with somebody like Sean Williams. Could I have the thoughts of what exactly was in your mind when you were picking Sean Williams?
There are no brainer in that. Sean Williams, he is a top run scorer, and the way he's been playing lately, it's amazing. So it's one of the best thing that we got a first pick and then we got him in the team. So we're really happy with that pick and are looking forward.
That's great. I'm sure Mr. Ritesh Patel and Lance Klusner both will not be complaining. Cape Town Sump Army have got the services of Sean Williams. Okay, a quick question to the Bulawayo Braves as well. And I'm just wondering, what was the thinking behind signing Taskeen Ahmed?
Quite batting heavy in the pre-draft. And we wanted to have somebody who is a white ball specialist with the ball. Taskeen is somebody who's demonstrated time and again that he's got what it takes to start well, finish well, be quite flexible with his role as well. So we thought he was a perfect fit for the balance of a squad, which was pre-picked.
Thank you, Dougie, for your thoughts. Now we know exactly why Taskeen's heading the way of the Bulawayo Braves. Now on to the Durban Qalandars, who signed none other than Mohammad Amir from Pakistan.
A left-arm fast bowler, and obviously the pride of Qulindar. Our captain Shaheen Shah Afridi is not available. He's on a national duty. So we got another very good fast bowler, which is Mohammad Amir. He's experienced, and we are lucky to have him playing for us, and we are looking forward to his contribution.
Thank you very much for your thoughts. Now, just a quick reminder that Mohammad Amir will join the likes of Asif Ali, Sisanda Magala, George Linda, and Hazratullah Zazai as a part of the Durban Qalandars outfit. Now, the same question goes to the Harare Hurricanes as well. What was your thinking behind getting the Colonel, as he's called famously in Afghanistan, Mohammad Nabi?
We were looking for an all-rounder, and he is a well-proven player, both in bowling and batting, especially an off-spinner. So, I think this was we are really looking for the all-rounder. So this is our first choice. There is no other reason. He is our best player.
I think there's no greater explanation needed for that. Mohammad Nabi is a very capable player with both bat and ball, and now he joins the likes of Owen Morgan, Evan Lewis, Shahnawaz Dahani, and Robin Uthappa as a part of the Harare Hurricanes outfit. And finally, on to Herschel Gibbs, who wanted to say a few words to us. I think after he made the pick, he took some time to get to it. I wonder what took you so long. First of all, Herschel, welcome to the show, and welcome to the Zim Afro T10.
You know, Dean Smith is obviously. Oh, are we on? Are we good?
Yes.
Yeah, look, he bowls a heavy ball. You know, hits a ball a mile, like most of the West Indians do. So he's an ideal pick. You know, all rounders also play a big part. You know, though it's the shortest format, but yeah, I mean, you know, there's guys that can do the job, and he's definitely one of them.
Excellent. You took your time, but you chose well, sir. So thank you so much for your pick. That came eventually, but as they say, you have to wait for some of the best things in life. Herschel, stick around, because round 2 is coming up very shortly, and you're not too far away in terms of your pick. Moving on to round number 2, which is also called the... You're on mute. If you could just get off mute, and then you can announce your selection as well. Even your video is switched off, sir. From what I can see, they've gone for Tim Seifert, the wicket-keeper batter who can really pack a punch. Going to Durban Qalandars now. Congratulations to Tim Seifert, and congratulations to the Durban Qalandars. Eventually, Mr. Rana made a selection, and we got there. Thank you so much. Before we move on to the next pick, can I just quickly ask you exactly what your thinking was behind Tim Seifert there, sir?
Yes, because we were looking for a wicketkeeper batsman, and he's a very exciting talent, and I'm sure he'll be very helpful for us in this tournament. That's why we picked him.
Tim Seifert, an excellent choice by the Durban Qalandars ahead of this inaugural Zim Afro T10. In round number 2, Tim Seifert goes to the Durban Qalandars. Now, just quickly moving on to the second pick of this round number 2, and that's with the Harare Hurricanes. Your time starts now. The Harare Hurricanes went with Mohammad Nabi in the previous round. Let's see what they've got up their sleeve to join the likes of Owen Morgan, Evan Lewis, Shahnawaz Dahani, and Robin Uthappa. Put their thinking caps on. Feverishly looking at the laptop. That's okay, some external help never harmed anybody. You got plenty of time, sir, don't worry about it. More than a minute to go. And the timer stops, which means you have a selection. And I've got a thumbs up from you as well. Let's see the name of the player that'll be heading to Harare Hurricanes ahead of this Zim Afro T10. Well, congratulations to the Harare Hurricanes who've chosen Donovan Ferreira. Now moving on to the next pick, and that's with the Joburg Buffaloes. Your 2 minutes start now. Joburg Buffaloes, boasted by the likes of Yusuf Pathan, Mushfiqur Rahim, Tom Banton, and Noor Ahmed. To go with Odin Smith, who's been drafted in the first round. Fabulous talent indeed, and somebody who could really boast the ranks of the Joburg Buffaloes. Congratulations to both parties. And now we swiftly move on to the Bulawayo Braves. Let's see what you got up your sleeve. Your 2 minutes start now, Braves. We've got a selection, and that's come from the Bulawayo Braves, and that's from the Sri Lankan all-rounder in Thisara Pereira. Somebody who can bowl some mean fast bowling along with the big hits that he can provide to the Bulawayo Braves. Congratulations to both parties, to Thisara Pereira and Bulawayo Braves, on being drafted ahead of the first ever ZimAfro T10. Thisara Pereira, who they just drafted in this round, and Ben McDermott. The Cape Town Sampami have Qalandars have Asif Ali, Muhammad Amir, George Linda, Tim Seifert, who they've added on, along with Sisanda Magala and Hazratullah Zazai. Sorry, Mahesh Tikshana is also part of the Cape Town Sampami. And towards the end, as you can see, we got the Joburg Buffalo. Right, moving on to round 3, the second round for the Category B players in the ZimAfro T10 draft. They're taking their time. This is round number 3. It's on the screen now, sir. Is that the pick you made? Okay, congratulations to Dwan Jansen and the Harare Hurricanes. They picked each other, as you would like to call it. Dwan Jansen, of course, a left-arm quick who has an uncanny resemblance. The way he looks in terms of the way he looks with his brother, and of course the way he bowls as well. He's a left-arm quick, just like his brother, Marco Jansen. Can be an absolute handful. So congratulations to Joburg Buffaloes have the services of Tom Banton, Noor Ahmed, Mushfiqur Rahim, Yusuf Pathan. Guess what they've added in this draft? They started with Odin Smith. They added Will Smead. They've got Ravi Bopara. They've got Usman. They've got Junior Dala. And they've got Blessing Muzarabani. They've got Wellington Masakadza. And as you can see, they've drafted a lot of local players from Zimbabwe as well, ending with Rahul Chopra from the UAE to complete their lineup so far in this official player draft. Let's have a look at the Harare Hurricane squad. They've got Evan Lewis, they've got Shahnawaz Dahani, they had Owen Morgan, they had Robin Uthappa in the pre-draft stage. They've signed the likes of Mohammad Nabi, Donovan Ferreira, Dwan Jansen, Samit Patel, Kevin, they've got Chris, they've got Regis Chakabwa, they've got Luke Jongwe, they've got Brandon, they've got Tashinga, Irfan, Khalid, and ending with Sri Sant. Let's have a quick look at the Durban Qalandar squad. They started with George Linda, Sisanda Magala, Asif Ali, and Hazratullah Zazai in the pre-draft stage. In the draft, they added the services of Muhammad Amir, Tim Seifert, started with Bhanuka Rajapaksha, Kareem Jannat, Ramanullah Gurbaz, and Mahesh Tikshana in the pre-draft stage. Now they're joined by the likes of Sean Williams, Sheldon Cottrell, Chamika Karunaratne, Peter, Matthew Breitska, Richard N. Garawa, Sefas Juvao, Hamilton Masakadza, Tadiwa Nashe, Marumani, Tinashe, Parthiv Patel, Mohammad Irfan, and finally, Stuart Binney. Next up, the Bulawayo Braves, who started the proceedings in the pre-draft stage with Ashton Turner, Ben McDermott, Sikandar Raza, the only local player to be drafted before the official player draft unfolded, Timal Mills, the English fast bowler. Now they're joined by the likes of Taskeen Ahmed, Thisara Pereira, Boo Webster, Patrick Dooley, Kobe, Ryan Burl, Timisen Maruma, Joylord Gumby, Innocent Kaya, Faraz Akram, and Mujibur Rahman from Afghanistan. Thank you everyone who joined us in this official player draft ahead of the inaugural season of the ZimAfro T10 League. We'll see you on the 20th of July, but until